Hey y'all, welcome to Shawnee D Handmade, and today I'll be showing you how to crochet a granny pentagon. What you'll need is some 4 medium worsted weight yarn, a hook of your choice. In this case I'm using a 6mm hook. Some people may use a 5 or 5.5, scissors, and a yarn needle. So let's get started. So to get started, we're going to start with our 4-chain loop. Slip knot onto the hook, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Join to the beginning of the chain. Insert your hook at the beginning of the chain, pull up a loop, then pull through again. This is our 4-chain loop right here. Okay, and we're going to hold our tail on one side and crochet over our tail. Each granny cluster consists of 3 double crochet. So to get started on our first row, we're going to chain 3 to stand in as our first double crochet. Then we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that loop, that 3-chain loop, pull the yarn to the other side. Now we have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's do it again. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull that yarn to the other side, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We have our first granny cluster. Okay, and what we want to do is make 5 of these inside our loop, separated by 1 chain. So you chain 1, double crochet 3 more times, okay. So we went 1 granny cluster, chain 1, another granny cluster, chain 1. Let's do it again. Yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's do it again. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. One more time. Okay, that was 3 double crochet. We're going to chain 1, go again with another cluster, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 clusters, and here is our last one. Okay, then because we chained 1 in between each one of our cluster, the same height of 1 chain would be 1 single crochet. So I'm going to join at the beginning of our row, which is the 3 chains that substitute for a double crochet. We're going to join with a single crochet. Let's do it one more time. Okay, so now we're working into our second row. Keep in mind, this first row is all corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corners. So each one of these chain ones that we are working into is going to be a corner. A corner consists of 2 granny clusters separated by 1 chain. Let's start with the first one. We open up with 1, 2, 3 chain, 2 double crochet, which is only half of this first corner. Okay, and when we finish our row, we're going to finish with the other half of this first corner. So chain 1, move into this next corner with a granny cluster, chain 1, another cluster, chain 1. Now we're moving into the next corner. Okay, yarn over, double crochet, chain 1, back into that hole right there, another cluster. I'm going to do the next one just a little bit slower. Okay, chain 1. We're going into that chain 1 space right here. One granny square cluster, 1 chain. Then we're going back in there with another granny cluster. Okay, chain 1, back into this corner right here. This is the 4th corner. This row is fairly easy. And I'm going to show you something that I didn't show you when it came time to do the square, because it was 4 corners for the square. But for these 5, I want to show you something different. I want to show you how you can use your stitch markers to help you maintain the correct shape while you're building your pentagon. So let's go and put our second granny cluster in our very last corner of this row. And we're going to join with a single crochet by inserting our hook at the top of the 3 chain. Pull up loop, yarn over, pull through 2. See? Pentagon. Okay, so I didn't mention this in the beginning, but I'm going to do this right now just in case this will help you. I grabbed some stitch markers and I'm going to mark each corner of our pentagon so that we don't get lost as far as when we're supposed to put 2 granny square clusters, because we don't want to lose our shape, right? And this is going to help us build from those corners. This is not something I would usually do, but I understand that beginners may need just a little touch of help. And in the future, when you're a pro at reading your stitches and your rows, then you gradually won't need them. Okay, so we're going to start this row with a chain 3, 1, 2, 3. That counts as a double crochet. Then 2 more double crochet to complete our cluster. Chain 1. Now, reason why the stitch markers are going to help, because now we have sides to go into. In this side, you only need 1 cluster. So we're going to put 1 cluster here. And now we're in a corner. So we're going to put 1 cluster plus a chain 1 and another cluster. Hang on, let me move it. Then another cluster. Because this is a corner. And if you're only working with one color, sometimes having just one color will trick your eyes every now and then. But we want to prevent that when we're learning. So let's use those stitch markers. Then we're going to go into the side right here. There's no stitch marker because it's a side. Uh-oh, I didn't chain one, did I? Okay. Right, and next is another corner right here. Just remove that stitch marker and make a corner right here. And this also helps if you're watching TV or you step away, put your project down to go to the restroom or cooking or whatever. You don't want to lose your place and come back and forget where you are. Okay, so let's put that stitch marker back in there. It's going to be there for our next row. Then we go into this opening here. Hope I'm in the frame, y'all, sorry. Then we go to this opening here. Put a cluster. Chain one. Then here's another corner. Let's put two clusters separated by one chain. Okay. Put a stitch marker right there. Purpose for the next row. Then here's another opening. One cluster. Chain. Here's another corner. I think you all are getting the gist. Okay. Put it on the right bell. Then we're going into this side right here. Okay. With a cluster, just one. So I didn't put a stitch marker at the first corner because I figured, you know, we're closing right here. So duh, this is a corner. Let's go ahead and put our cluster. And connect with a single crochet at the top of the starting 3 chain. Okay, 1, 2, 3 to start the next row. I'm going to do this first side with you and then meet me at the end. Okay, so let's get started on this first side. Let's complete this half of the first corner with 2 more double crochet. Chain 1. Now you see we have 2 openings right here. You put 1 cluster inside of each. That's 1, chain 1, and another cluster. So that we're not losing the shape of our granny pentagon. And then you go into this corner here with 2 clusters separated by 1 chain. Okay, back in there. Chain 1. You see how it's coming along, y'all? put that stitch marker back in there, continue around, and meet me at the end of this row, which would be our first corner. Okay, y'all, so we made it back to the beginning. I'm putting in my last cluster of this row. Going to join with a single crochet and a chain. To close it off, I'm going to cut here and pull that loop all the way through. Okay. And remove my stitch markers. Oh. Nice flat pentagon. Let's close up this gap right here in the middle of our 4-chain ring. So flip your pentagon over and grab your yarn needle. Since we crocheted over the tail, we can pull this tight, nice and tight to shut it close. Then we're going to weave our tail in a little bit more and bind off, I guess. We're going to feed through the bottom of the first row of double crochet, round in a circle, just like our loop. Round in a circle. Pull tight. Then I'm going to feed going upwards through our double crochet. I'm going to stop before the last row. Cut it off. And there we go. A nice flat closed in pentagon. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to keep building from here to make more and more projects from our basics. Thanks, guys.